I just made $1,000 in 6 minutes using value areas and order flow. In today's video, I'm going to break down the whole trading setup from analysis to the entry confirmation. Value area high and the value area low. These are going to be my main levels to trade off. And I also mark out the pre-market value area. We see the value area high being slightly above yesterday's New York value area high, and this value area low of the pre-market is inside of value of the previous New York session. Now, what we need to look at is where New York opens relative to yesterday's value. And you can see that this candle right here is where New York open happened, and it is slightly above the value area of the previous New York session, meaning that my bias was going to be bullish initially unless price would come all the way down back inside the value. And this is where I'd be changing my bias to balance, and I'd wait for a retest and then a continuation to the downside. But since this didn't happen and price just managed to stay above the value area of the previous New York session, I was looking for longs. We can also see that price was above this VWAP, which is from the previous New York session all the way anchored till current price action. And we have the pre-market VWAP as well, where price is literally above everything. So it's literally screaming at us to be bullish. Obviously, this doesn't mean that price will go up. Biases can change. It can change from bullish to balanced to bearish, depending on where price is relative to yesterday's value area. As you can see, New York opened right here. We had a little dip into this value area high, but we didn't see any confirmation to go long. There were literally no orders and not showing sellers getting absorbed. We do have a reaction to this level, even showing that buyers are willing to accept above the value area high, showing even more bullishness to me. And then all I wanted to see was a pullback again into my level, which had also retested the New York VWAP with lots of sellers getting absorbed. We see this rejection wick followed by a bullish candle, also with some buyers in the bottom wick rejecting these prices. This is exactly where I entered with my stop loss below. I did have quite a bit of drawdown, but then again, this was another entry possibility where you can see sellers getting absorbed with a rejection wick followed by a bullish close. This is another entry possibility. So I entered right here with my stop loss below, and I target just a fixed 2R. This is my main target for scalping. But looking at the higher time frame or zooming out a little bit, we did have this FOMC high over here, which would have been around the 5R target. And I wasn't really willing to be greedy, and I just stuck to my rules, got out at this 2R, and made $1,000 on this trade. So this was today's trade breakdown. If you guys have any questions on my strategies on how I use the volume profile to determine the bias, the levels, or my entry confirmation using order flow, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. See you in the next video.